Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic season of the Special Stage Pro Trucks Series. I'm James Watson, joined as always by my broadcast partners, Rob Campbell, and my partner doing double duty, Zach Omsbacher. And well, Zach, I don't think I need to tell you how awesome of a track this is. I think that's pretty much why you're doing double duty here.
Well, not only is the track awesome, but you get the land rush start, so you can't miss an opportunity to run that. So we'll go ahead and see. We're running qualifying right now. It doesn't matter as much because of the land rush start. You know, you kind of, as long as you don't want to be back in that second row. We do have enough trucks, but there's going to be 2 rows of trucks going across there. But yeah, awesome track. It's like the Daytona of off-road racing. How about it?
Absolutely. This is the one everyone wants to race, and this is the one that everyone wants to win. You see just under a mile and a half in length, 12 turns, a nice 82-degree temperature day here at CRANDON. And we see everyone finishing up their qualifying laps, and the big question is, can Tom Bohemius keep it going? Can he keep the domination rolling? And right now it's looking good. He seems to be on pole right now. Everyone, of course, still gets just 1 lap for their qualifying attempt.
How's that lap, James?
It is, waiting for, not bad. Looks like P3. Very nice.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Neglected this track a little bit. Haven't been on it in a little bit, so probably wasn't. Just like you said, it's an awesome track. You can't miss an opportunity to race here. So I went ahead and went after it, even though I didn't do quite the practice and homework that I should have for tonight. But it's still fun. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, but just like Daytona, this one is one that everyone has a mountain of experience at.
Yeah, thankfully we can lean on that a little bit.
Absolutely, and we are just about done, and it looks like Raven Gwynn jumps up to 4th. Good effort for Ray. We have another massively filled up session here. I believe we have about 26 trucks. Incredible. You absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, I just practiced the land rush start actually after my qualifying lap was over. That's going to be super important there. It's going to be awesome to see for the fans at home, but for the racers, we want to go out there and get that whole shot. So just ran a little bit of practice there. I'm hoping I can come out of it P1. Not the fastest guy in the field, but I'm hoping I can be the first one out of turn 1.
And that's all that matters, as qualifying is done and dusted. And now time to get to our starting lineup. Your pole sitter, the reigning champ, Tom Hemius, with Sean Winkler next to him in P2. Our in-race reporter is Zach Alspacher in the 22, starting P3. Ray Boudwin in 4th, and Ant Meeperson rounding out the top 5. Joey Kirk, Mladen Lakovic, Seth Owens, Justin Cunningham, and Sebron Stuhl rounding out the top 10. Aaron Benson, Jared Cockrum, Arthur Nelson, Matt Slosser, Adam Boislar, the top 15. Andrew Watkins, Victor Aldrich, Corey Kroll, Joshua Matacek, Dan Ott, the top 20. Justin Pierce, Joey Herbie, Brandon Berg, Tanner Simonis, and Pierre Poussy rounding out the top 25, and it appears that's all we have. Saying that's all we have for over 25 trucks. Look at that. That is a sight to behold. And all that is going to thin out to just a small stretch of track that is only, I'd say, like 3-4 truck widths at the most.
Here we go, getting lights up now.
The lights are on. Oh no, someone has just jumped the start. I think that's Ray Boudwin, but the trucks are off, and we are underway at Crandon. Mahemius not getting the greatest of starts. You see the whole shot being just edged forward by Zach Amsbacher, and Zach's going to be side by side with Sean Winkler for the effective lead of this race. Mahemius has fallen down. He is getting swamped right now. Tom's got to be careful as Winkler and Amsbacher, they are side by side for the lead. Someone almost going over, hitting the inside berm. And Amsbacher has the lead right now. Winkler trying to pull the slide job, a little bit of right side rubbing, and Sean is leading. Sebron Stuhl almost going around in the back. So we are still side by side for the lead. They have not given up. Ant Meeperson all over the back. Amsbacher sitting in 3rd. Mahemius has recovered to P4 right now. Winkler and Amsbacher, they've been side by side pretty much since we've gone green, and now Winkler is gonna get the lead. Right now we got almost 3 wide here, a little further back. They're just gonna go back to 2 wide. We already have a few trucks already. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a truck up and over. Oh, no. Oh, we still have a couple trucks phased into each other, and you see Arthur Nelson trying to get it back on the wheels. Oh, and he's got a tow. Heartbreak for Arthur Nelson. Oh, man. Meanwhile, we are on board with the reigning champion just biding his time here in P4. Oh, he's going on the pits. He says, Mahemius has a black flag just like Ray. Oh, my goodness.
I thought I was the first one to leave, James. It did appear that Tom left just a little before me. I thought he might have got a jump start.
Oh, wow. Major championship implications already. Oh, my goodness. Well, now, oh, meanwhile, we got big contact in the back. Couple trucks caught in the wall. Looks like Sebron Stuhl, and I think that might be Corey Kroll. Oh, it's Adam Boislard. Oh, man, not sure what happened with those two. You see, they're just going to kind of phase into each other and then stop right there at the wall. Mercy me. They're back going, but they are way in the back of the... Oh, I think this is a replay. Yeah, it looked like Netcode kind of shot the rear of Boislard's truck out from underneath them. And then Netcode making them phase into each other. Woof. The Netcode gods not smiling down on either of them. Meanwhile, we got a great battle here with Joey Herbie and one of the WTF trucks, and here we go. Andrew Watkins pulling the crossover here. And he's got, I believe that's Cockrum right behind. No, that is Justin Cunningham. As here we go over the jump. Oh, Herbie having to make evasive maneuver, trying not to smoke the pole. Makes contact with Watkins and then tries the slide job. And fed Andrew that rear bumper bar a little bit. As now Cunningham and Watkins side by side. Justin, he's going to pull the slider and get clear. And Andrew maybe trying to go the over-under, can't set it up. Meanwhile, up front, you see Winkler continues to lead. Amsbacher trying to run him down. How's it handling, Zach?
Pretty good. Happy to be running second. If you can find me a couple tenths, I can try to go after Sean, but you know how good he is. He's just kind of slowly pulling away. Pretty happy to be in the spot we're in now.
Yeah, so far so good. Got Ant all over your back bumper, though.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find a little bit of pace here. Ant's really good in this last sector. He seems to gain on me every time here in this corner, so we're going to try and find some pace and see what he's doing a little bit different. You know how it is. Just try to be smart, stay up on it, see where you can find some improvements.
Absolutely. We are just about hitting the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes left in this race. As you see, Matt Schlosser fighting with Seth Owens. Seth Owens having a fantastic run. The highest we've seen Seth in some time.
What position is Schlosser running in there? He's really good at Crandon. Probably one of his best tracks.
He is battling Seth for 4th place.
That's good to see that. Yeah, Matt, this is probably his best off-road track. Does a really good job here at Crandon.
Meanwhile, we got battle further in the back. Dan Ott and Joshua Matacek, they're doing battle right now. They got, believe, Corey Kroll right behind. You see Matacek is going to take the momentum off with a hairpin. Whoa, a little bit of right side romance between those two. Ott fighting, using the momentum, and he's gonna take the position. And now Matacek is under fire from Corey Kroll, but Matacek taking it back to Ott. Oh, cut the berm, almost made contact with Ott. Dan able to just slide out just a little bit to give Matacek all the room he needed. Now once again, Kroll tried to set it up, but not anywhere close enough to make a move on Matacek. See, those three have not left each other. Meanwhile, we are back on the battle for P4. Schlosser just can't get inside position on the 73 here. Meanwhile, the closest battle on track is still the Dan Ott, Joshua Matacek battle. As we see a couple of the Ascension Racing trucks going together. But Matacek just cannot get by the 29. Oh, but look at the run he's got going into the barn corner. Whoa, Dan getting so close to the wall. Does Matacek try to throw the slider here? He's throwing, he's clear. And, oh, way out wide. Oh, Ott and Kroll make a little bit of contact. And Matacek finally gonna run away now.
Good to see Josh Matacek out here, James. Dirt oval guy out here having some fun on the off-road trucks.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Matacek.
The special stage Dirt Oval League with the NASCAR trucks was the last time I saw him around.
Yeah, last time I saw him around was ASRL. which of course is coming back this Wednesday only on Racer Nexus. How's that for product placement?
There you go. I love it. Perfect.
Meanwhile, there is your race leader, Sean Winkler, starting to put the gap on Zach Amsbacher up to almost 2.5 seconds right now.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing in a little bit. I had to go a little defensive. Averson was pretty close to me, and we actually made a little bit of contact in one corner. I think he almost spun out, so I got a little bit of breathing room, much needed there.
And this is... Yeah, Slosser was side by side with Owens there, but Seth able to battle back and gap it out just a little bit. Meanwhile, Tom Mahemius, he has already made his way up to that Dan Ott, Joshua Matichek battle. Tom trying to recover something, and he's alongside Ott.
A good thing for Tom, we're going to a road course next. You had to think he'd be the heavy favorite going into that one.
No kidding. As you see, Dan Ott gave it everything he had, but you ought to know that it wasn't going to be easy to keep Mahemius behind.
My spotter.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
The vehicle in P15 ran the fastest lap. I had to assume that was Mr. Tom Mahemius. Is that correct, James Watson?
That sure was. Oh, contact! Corey Kroll's gone around in the hairpin. I believe contact with Sebring Stool. Here's a replay. And no, contact with Dan Ott. Something happened with Ott in the center of the corner. Corey hit him and Stool not Kroll around. Absolutely nothing Sebring can do on that. See. Yeah, Dan looked like he was a bit scared that he was maybe going to make contact with Tom right there. Kind of ended up having to park it in the center of the corner, much to the chagrin of Stool and Kroll. We have 4 minutes left already. On board with Justin Pierce battling with Cockrum. Whoa, side by side. Pierce has a whole lot of Ascension racing in his mirror right now.
How many trucks do they have in the field tonight? They got a lot of them.
It feels like half of the field is Ascension racing.
I bet it's at least 5 of them. It's a pretty healthy team there. Those guys do a great job working together and bringing some speed like always.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, though, in Ray's case, he brought a little too much speed at a particular moment in time.
Yeah.
Saw Cockrum and Pierce were side by side just for a moment. See Pierce going very defensive, but doing a good job holding the apex, not giving Jared an opportunity to get the nose in. See, Mahemi is pumping in yet another fastest lap of the race here. Tom has made it up to P13, trying to run down Milan Lakovic. I don't think Tom is going to have enough time to get back into the top 10. Yeah, and it didn't take much. Honestly, I didn't even notice it at the start, but it was just enough of a jump start to trigger the black flag, kind of like Hamilton last week at Silverstone.
Yeah, I only noticed it because I was 2 trucks beside him, and I thought I hit the perfect reaction time, and he went quite a ways before me. You know, maybe not from the camera angle you guys had, but it didn't seem right to me. Good to know he got a jump start penalty there. It means my start was pretty darn good then.
Yeah. Zach showing he's the real James Bond with the 007 reaction time.
It might have been a 007, actually. I don't know. They felt pretty good.
Meanwhile, Slosser trying to just put the pressure on Seth Owens, trying to get him to make some sort of a mistake here. Meanwhile, Mahemius is there. He has made his way around Lokovic up into P12, and Andrew Watkins right there just in front of him. And look at Mahemius just wrap the grass on the apex of the hairpin, and he's going to get that move done easily. P11 for Tom, and just say a couple seconds back to Justin Cunningham. Meanwhile, Slosser, he's looking. Owens keeping the door shut. As we are coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Crandon. Sean Winkler, this is just what the doctor ordered. He needed a good start to the season to be able to take the fight to Mahemius and get his second Crochet Championship trophy courtesy of Yo-Yo K Crochet. And right now it's exactly what he wanted to see. Himself leading.
The rest of the field wanted to see, James. They wanted to see these guys. Maybe Sean Winkler get a jump start as well, give him a chance. You know,
yeah.
Get a points lead after week 1 or something.
Yeah. Someone in the field, definitely, especially maybe perhaps the man in P2.
Well, I don't know if I'm running the full season or not, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll matter to me in the end.
See Sean going through the barn corner one last time. Coming up to just a little bit of lap traffic here.
Sean's done a great job. He's probably got a couple thousand laps here at Crandon, I would imagine, James.
Yeah, I can't even count that high to how many laps he's done, probably.
Well deserved win there.
Absolutely. Final corner, checker flag. Sean Winkler will win at Crandon. Our in-race reporter, Zach Amsbacher, bringing it home. P2 and Ant Person will join them on the podium. Meanwhile, Mahemius, he has made his way up to P9 at the checkered, or just about the checkered. As good of a recovery as you could hope for the reigning champ. See Adam Boyslart, wounded warrior. Corey Kroll, he's also seen some things this race. Joey Kirk, man, I wonder what happened to Joey. P20, that is nowhere near where we expected him to be. An unfortunate start to the season for one of Ascension Racing's best.
To do a big old jump here, Rob, if you get a shot.
And here he goes, up to the ramp. Fly, be free!
Finish off right. Not gonna need that chassis. Going to a different, going to a road course next, so this truck can sit in the garage for a little bit.
Hey, battle out.
He just came out P9. That's pretty impressive, James.
Yeah, what an unbelievable recovery from him. That takes a lot of speed to come back to P9 after serving that penalty.
You gotta have the racecraft too, because Crandon, even if it's a little wide, it's just, like all these tracks, not that easy to pass. You can have the speed, but you gotta have the racecraft too to get by some of these guys.
You said it. This place is so difficult to pass, and the desire to just maybe give a little bit of an elbow, it is huge.
Just starting off the season, nobody wants to ruffle those feathers yet. We want to stay polite.
Nope, we'll save that for the dirt oval rounds.
That's right.
And here are your final finishing results from race 1 at Crandon. Sean Winkler, your winner from Zach Amsbacher and Ant Meeperson, rounding out the top 3. Seth Owens and Matt Slaughter at the top 5. Aaron Benson, man, talk about flying under the radar. We didn't mention Aaron's name once, but bringing home a phenomenal P6. Joey Herby, Justin Pierce, Tom Hemius, and Jared Cockrum, the top 10. Justin Cunningham, Andrew Watkins, Milan Lakovic, Adam Boyslard, Joshua Matacek, Dan Ott, Sibrin Stool, Corey Kroll, Ray Boudwin, and Joey Kirk, the top 20. With Brandon Berg, Victor Aldridge, Tanner Simonis, Pierre Pousset, and Arthur Nelson rounding out the field. And I believe we have our top 3, so we'll go ahead and start with the race winner. Sean, James in the booth, you got a copy?
James, hello.
Well, that is exactly what you needed and how you drew that one up here. It's a phenomenal start to the season.
Just the way I drew it up, James. Absolutely. How'd you know?
I mean, I've known you for a long time, man. I think I can. Yeah. I think I have you fairly figured out at this point.
I'm pretty predictable. Yeah, hell of a race. Great lap for Tom there on his pole, but I think he might have jumped the start. I don't know what happened there. You know, I just locked in on that green, and I go when it's green. And Zach gave me a hell of a battle there through the first lap or so, and I was able to clear him and just try to build that gap, man. But you can't make a single mistake because they're sitting there in the wings waiting. So you just have to be locked in for 15 full minutes. And glad to be able to get it done and stand here on top of the box tonight with you guys.
Absolutely, and you said it. That makes racing here so stressful because you know if you slide up the apex just a little bit. Let them get that nose in, and they're going to take a mile. Yeah.
It's over, for sure. For sure. Well, glad I was able to avoid the calamity. I did catch a little left front damage there when I was getting in with Zach, but it didn't really affect my speed too much this time, thank God. And, yeah, able to get it done, so really happy. And thanks Racecraft Academy and Real Broker, Next Level Racing, Pimax VR, and all the guys that help keep me fast here. And you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, but you never know. So glad to be here today.
Absolutely, and hopefully we are talking to you again, Sean, here in a little bit, but good luck in race 2.
Will do. Thanks a lot, James. See you, bud.
Alrighty, there's your race 1 winner, and we've already talked to P2 enough tonight, so we'll go ahead and go straight to P3, Ant Meeperson. Ant, James in the booth, you got a copy.
Hello, hello.
Well, pretty solid start to the season for you there. A nice commanding P3. Tell us about race 1.
I think I got helped out a lot by Ray and Tom jumping at the start and stopping Empty Joe. I didn't see what. I was hoping for a little more. I had pace on Zach, but I just didn't account for his line going into turn 3. Going for the exit a lot more, slowing it up a lot more on Apex, whereas mine was more sweeping, and I just got into the back of him and gave myself a bit of aero damage, but I was still at pace to hold out the P3, which I'm happy with still.
Yeah, you had a good rhythm. How hard is it to me, CRANDON being such a rhythm track, how hard is it to actually get that rhythm going?
Honestly, I don't find it terribly hard. Like, turn 3, the hairpin can be a bit tricky, but yeah, on the whole, it comes pretty naturally to me, I want to say. Especially for the track how it was super grippy, it was really nice to drive.
Yeah, and it showed. You had a phenomenal line out there, phenomenal run. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Just the usual. You guys for the broadcast, Matt for hosting, and I suppose not so much the racing this time. It was not much went on apart from what I mentioned. At least for me, I saw Matt and Seth behind were getting into it at the end. And we'll see how NAVARRA goes.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Ant. Hopefully we're talking to you again in another 15 minutes here.
That is a good plan.
Alrighty, there is our 3rd place finisher, and With that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we will be back for qualifying for race 2. And 4. Alrighty, we are back. We have taken the Schlosser chartered private jet all the way to Circuit de Navarra, all the way in Spain. And this is a layout that's actually kind of new to us three and probably practically everyone on the track right now. There it is. It is a very teeny tiny little track layout. Only about a handful of corners. Looks like a oval that got dropped on its head.
That's a good way to describe it. Love it.
You see everyone making their way out, and you see the schedule for this season at Special Stage. Next week, we go to Wild West, of course, in Darlington. We're going to the Lady in Black? How's that gonna work? Everyone's just gonna be rolling the wall. The inside wall.
That's gonna be an interesting one. I love it.
I really hope everyone just sticks to the traditional Darlington line, because to me that would be really sick to watch everyone just drive Darlington in the normal Darlington fashion.
It would be nice.
And then we move to the fabled Pocono Road Course, where you go the opposite direction around the track. That is going to be interesting. It's always fun to see that one pop out. And we also have the... Okay, so it is actually the Rallycross layout in Iowa. That is the road course, but we are going to the Rallycross layout. And then week 4, Firebird and Figure 8 night, baby. Oh yeah, that is the best night of the series by far. Week 5, we go to Hoosits, which is our first dirt oval round of the season, and Phoenix Rallycross. Week after that, Lucas Oil Rallycross and Lebankinen. We're going to Hell, and I think is that our first trip to Hell RX?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember. I don't think we've gone in the first few seasons. And then the penultimate week of the season, Lanier Dirt and Daytona Rallycross Long, before we end at VIR North and Bark River for the finale. And with that, we are just about halfway through qualifying here. And of course, to the surprise of no one, Tom Hemius is fastest, about almost a quarter of a second over Ant Me Person.
Sorry, James, let you down that lap there. I ran a terrible qualifying lap. Made a big mistake in turn 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, our in-race reporter, you're going to have a little bit of work to do.
All right, we'll have some fun. We'll be in the action this time instead of being stuck up front, you know. No gains to a guy that's got a couple thousand laps at that track, you know. Try to keep up with Sean Winkler, but the guy's pretty fast. There's Tom Hemius, Ant Me Person. A lot of fast guys up here in the road course. Joey Herbie up there in P4. Good to see him back out here. I think he wasn't in race one, was he, James?
No, he was. He finished top 10.
Oh, okay. Missed him.
Yeah.
Steven Stoll, 13.5.
And there is Pierre Pousset driving the Pousset wagon. Another one of the new drivers to the series. Good to see Pierre here. Gorgeous looking truck. Easton Hankins, another new one. Another new member of... Okay! Well, I think he's done with this qualifying. And then we also have Brandon Berg. I am fighting the urge to just call him Bo Brandenburg. If you know, you know. But Bo Brandenburg currently qualified P22. Everyone trying to get a little bit extra practice for this one. And I tell you, Zach, it's going to be difficult keeping the rear underneath you. You're going to be having to not completely burn the rears off.
No, absolutely. Like you mentioned previously, last season, not a lot of tire wear in these trucks, but you get a lot of tire heat. It just kind of keeps building. Once you get those rear tires hot, you know, you just can't get them to cool down. You got to really take care of them. That's kind of what happened in my qualifying lap. Didn't even have the tires hot yet. Kind of turned 3, just tried to push it a little bit, saw some green on the Delta, and yeah, we went ahead and tossed it, turned it red really quick. So just got a little too aggressive and got the back end sliding out.
Yeah, that'll do it. And we'll see who can keep the rear tires cool for 15 minutes as we are ready with our starting grid. Your pole sitter, of course, the 007 of Tom Mahemius, with Ant Me Person next to him on the front row. 720 of Sean Winkler and the 53 of Joey Herbie on row 2. Row 3 features the 68 of Seaburn Stool and the 314 of Andrew Watkins. The 586 of Ray Boudouin and the 73 of Seth Owens on row 4. 20 of Corey Kroll and the 400 of Matt Slosser round out the top 10. Row 6 features the 051 of Jared Cockrum and the 37 of Joey Kirk. Pierre Pousset in the 691 next to our in-race reporter Zach Amsbacher in the 22. The 98 of Victor Aldridge and the 106 of Milan Lakovic on row 8. The 252 of Justin Pearson, the 21 of Aaron Benson, row 9. 31 of Justin Cunningham and Tanner Simonis in the 8 round out the top 20. Patrick Wilson in the 666 next to Arthur Nelson in the 92 on row 11. Row 12 features the 41 of Bo Brandenburg and the 261 of Adam Boyslard. And rounding out the field, we have the 23 of Easton Hankins on the 60 of Joshua Matacek as we are just about ready. The lights are on. And the trucks are off. We're underway at NAVARRA, and a horrible start for Joey Herbie. Not a great one for Sean Winkler, too. Oh, contact Herbie, and Herbie's going around, and he gets turned in front of the field. Everyone trying to scatter to avoid the Park 53 truck, and there's a whole lot of beating and banging. Disaster strikes for Joey Herbie. Sean Winkler is able to hold on to P4 through all of that calamity as Ray Boudouin has jumped up to P3. Here's the replay. You see already 3 wide. Joey Herbie not quite sure where he was going on that one. And nothing Seaburn Stool could do, kept the foot in it. Oh, we got more trucks going around. Oh, Arthur Nelson almost got flipped over again. Oh, and Joshua Matacek just got spun off of the track. Able to get back on. Oh man, Arthur Nelson. It's a rough one. There's problems for Victor Aldridge once again. Poor Victor. Not quite sure what happened with the 98, and oh my goodness gracious. Saw one truck get turned, another one getting turned the other way, and just absolute calamity as it looks like Ray Boudouin, he's falling back to P5. Not sure what happened to Ray. Now he is fighting hard, just trying to hold off Seth Owens. See Victor Aldridge coming out of pit road. Looks like it might have been a jump start for the 98.
No jump starts tonight, James.
Yeah. Unfortunate as we are on board with Pierre Pousset. Trying to get the run. As you see Matt Slosser's truck, that has seen some things already, and we're only on lap 3. Big send from Pierre right there. He's got inside position on Pierce. As Pierce has inside position on Slosser. Whoa, Milan Lakovic air milling it off, trying not to run into the back of those 3. That's going to cost him. It doesn't look like it really costs him anything, just time on track. As Seaburn Stool trying to get away from all that mess. Oh, we might be 3 wide here. Slosser backs out of it. Pousset throwing the block. Oh, big sideways for Pierre right there. See a big move from Adam Boyslard to at least get by his teammate Matt Slosser. Whoa, contact! Zach Slosser! Zach Amsbacher.
There you go.
uh, the created the mixture of Zach Almsbacher and Matt Slosser right there, completely inadvertently. But Zach, looks like you got a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, I tried to leave Joey Kirk some room. Not sure if I didn't leave enough room. Maybe with some net code. It seemed like our trucks got stuck together. I'm having a hard time here. I feel like the pace is good, but truck's just kind of a boat anchor on a straightaway. He's got some damage too, though, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's just a little bit faster than me right now.
Yeah, you see our in-race reporter side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Like, I don't know if that's net code or not. I feel like I held my line, and it just seemed to kind of shake the trucks there pretty good.
I think it was. It kind of looked like that to me at any rate. Lokovic and Poussey doing battle. Poussey throwing not quite the slider. Didn't need to. And Pierre's going to pull away. Well, here we go. We got a battle for P6, Kroll and Seth Owens. And Corey's there. Oh my goodness, yeah, you can say that again. What in the world happened to the front end of that truck? That's not supposed to do that. How is he still that fast with all that damage? Oh, you get a little bit of side damage and you lose like a second worth of speed. But you have your right front facing to Portugal and you're still putting up the same lap times. Yep. Good work, iRacing. Gotta love it. Meanwhile, as we are already 5 minutes through this race, 9:45 left. As our in-race reporter is continuing to battle with Joey Kirk. Joey is not leaving you alone, Zach.
Yeah, I feel like I catch up to the 51 in front of me, which is his teammate, and I just kind of get stalled out. And then Joey Kirk gets a great run out of that last corner. I don't know how he does that. I'm gonna try to see what he's doing there and get that extra pace that he's got. But I kind of get stalled out. You know, it's just typical. You're stuck in the middle.
Well, you
yeah, it looks like that's a breather in there. Yeah, see that?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Gonna slow those two just enough to allow Amsbacher to focus on getting the move done on Cockrum.
Locked the rear tires up that time, but I'd like to know what he's doing. I'm just getting a bad run in that last corner.
Yeah, and he's not quite close enough to make a move, but yeah, unfortunately for your sake, that breathing room is gone. Meanwhile, up front, the lead has not changed whatsoever. It's still 1.3 seconds, Bohemius over me person. Sean Winkler, a somewhat distant third. Great run for Andrew Watkins, though. Commanding P4. Putting the gap on Ray Boudouin, who knows his way around a road course. In fact, Corey is throwing some massive speed. Now he's going to be looking to get by Boudouin and get into the top 5. Not close enough, but maybe the draft can help. Even on a track this small, these things are so slow that any sort of draft is going to play a huge dividend. See, Matt Slosser continues to drop. He is down to P16. Not the run our benevolent overlord was hoping for. See, directly in front. Lokovic having to worry about those two behind. So how hard is it under braking there, Zach? I know these things really don't tend to stop all that well, and these big old, practically monster truck tires on the asphalt, they're not doing you any favors.
Yeah, Joey Kirk just got me a little bit too from behind. Seth didn't do me any favors when the back tires are off the ground. Doesn't work as well, but it's just tough. I ran into a couple guys earlier. It's just tight racing out there, man. You can't see anything. These trucks, I'm used to it, but you know, it's obviously not a not a GT3 car out here, so you got to be careful with it. It'll lock those rear tires up real quick. And we talk about the tire heat. You don't want to get that to start building. It'll you never get back to where you need to be once you start getting the tires hot.
Absolutely, you need to just have a egg underneath the throttle pedal. See Lokovic looking to make the move on Pierce. It's got a little bit of a Zach Amsbacher train forming.
Yeah, we're struggling a little bit here, especially in the last turn. You help me out, James? Let me know.
All right, go fast, turn left. That's all the help I got.
Oh, that's a right-hander, so we'll see how that goes.
I mean, it still might work. You don't know.
We're definitely at least 5 mile/hour slow in the backstretch, by the way. Adam Boys Lard, I felt like I was matching him in sector 1 there, but yeah, he just passed me in the straightaway before we even got to the corner.
And there you go. Here comes Kirk looking to make the move on Zach.
Just let him go, to be honest with you. I think he's a little bit faster anyway. I'll try to get him back, but might be best just to fall in line here and take some tow.
Yeah, don't look now. You're going to have a lot of company here. Got Pierce and Hussein right behind. You can also see Lokovic and Slosser mixing it up with each other. We have reached the 10-minute mark, under 5 minutes to go here at NAVARRA. Oh, we got a battle for P2 brewing. Winkler knocking on the door of Ant Meeperson. Can Ant hold on? Sean is needing every point he can get. As you see, Mahemius has opened the gap up, practically doubled his. Here's Winkler, the send on Meeperson. And gonna get it done. Sean Winkler back up to second. While Joey Herbie and Easton Hankins, they have officially called it a night. Oh, Meeperson battling back on Winkler, and they're gonna make contact. Meeperson going wide. Does Ant pull the crossover? Not close enough. And down the main straightaway, can the 13 draft off of the 720? Yes, but not close enough to try to come back for that move. So you got the lap truck of, I believe, Brandenburg right in front of him. Here's another battle in the field. Adam Boyslard battling with Cockrum and Siebrenstuhl, trying to get control of 8th place. You see Boyslard looking to the inside. Phenomenally done, over under. Cockrum trying to fight back, taking the runoff, trying to maintain the momentum as they're drag racing down the main straightaway. Big outbreak from Boyslard, and he's got it. Boyslard taking over 9th place. We're 3 wide. Amsbacher, Poussey, and Lokovic. Oh man!
Getting killed by about everybody out here, James.
2 by 2. Yeah, you could say that again. Zach Amsbacher fight back. Lokovic not happy with Poussey right behind him.
And I think I was just a byproduct of being too close to that when they were going in that last turn there.
Yeah,
my truck's got enough damage already, though. I don't need any more of it.
No, you don't. Hussein. Whoa, see, big sideways right there. Patrick Wilson almost getting into the back of his teammate. As I believe we might be 2 laps to go here. Here's Mahemius, and nope. Now we are at 2 laps to go. Tom continuing to gap out on Winkler. B-Person has kept it somewhat close, but Winkler not in any threat. Meanwhile, Poussey and Lokovic, another hip check.
Yeah, Milan's not very happy with that. Didn't look great from the mirror. I'm trying to drive away from that as best as I can.
And here's the replay. You are going to see a big send. Get the air raid sirens going on that one. And now you see, here comes Patrick Wilson trying to take advantage of it. Milan Lokovic getting used up right now as we are white flag. 1 lap to go from NAVARRA. Mahemius needed this run to make up some ground on the points chase. Yes, I know it's week 1, but every point matters. You don't want to be sitting at the end of it going, man, if I just pushed a little harder in week 1, I might have been able to pull it off.
Especially with a lot of the heavy hitters we have in this field, you can't take. Oh, here Poussey just got in the back of me pretty good there. We're gonna try to hang on to it.
He sure did.
Looks like I got some breathing room. We're gonna try to hang on to it.
Yeah, meanwhile, checker flag, Tom Mahemius wins at NAVARRA. Winkler holds on to second. Battle of the Ascension trucks, and Kirk gonna hold Cockrum off. And final corner. Hussein not gonna be close enough, and it is Amsbacher.
It's tough, James. Looking forward to that one being over with.
Whew, yeah. It's a long 15 minutes for you there. Oh man, what an opening night for Special Stage Pro Trucks.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun out there. I actually was excited. I thought we were on one of the faster NAVARRA circuits, but this one was interesting. I would definitely keep it in mind again. Maybe I liked a little more speed, but it was a fun track. What do you think, James?
Yeah, maybe a fewer, 1 or 2 fewer hard braking zones there as well. And
yeah, I just got a chance to look at the front of my truck. It didn't look that bad, but I certainly got passed by a couple guys on the straightaway, so I'm not sure what the deal was there.
Yeah, probably the side damage is what did you in.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. There's a lot of action there in the first turn. I'm sure you guys covered that pretty well. We were able to get through. We actually picked up a bunch of spots, but then we slowly just bled it out and lost them for the rest of the race there.
Yeah, as we move on to the final results from race 2, your race winner, Tom Mahemius from Sean Winkler and Ant Me-Person. Andrew Watkins and Corey Kroll round out the top 5. Ray Bedwin, Seth Owens, Adam Boyslard, Sibren Stuhl, and Joey Kirk the top 10, with Jared Cockrum, Justin Pierce, Zach Amsbacher, Pierre Poussey, Matt Slosser, Patrick Wilson, Milan Lokovic, Joshua Matacek, Tanner Simonis, and Aaron Benson rounding out the top 20. Brandon Berg, Arthur Nelson, Victor Aldridge, Easton Hankins, Joey Harvey, and Justin Cunningham rounds out the field. And with that, we already have our top 3. So, Tom, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, James.
Well, it was a really good bounce back for you there in race 2. First of all, take us through what happened in race 1.
Yeah, I jumped the start. I saw I saw Ray jump the start, and as he appeared on my screen, that's when I went, because, I saw movement. I was like, oh, let's go. And then, yeah, I realized that was not the lights. So I got a black flag for that, and then I tried to serve it, because I know you can't serve it, like, on the first, like, loop round. So I tried to do it on lap 1, and apparently you can't do it on lap 1 either. So I had to go, basically I took 2 drive-throughs, and then just tried to work my way back up through everybody.
Yeah, and take us through NAVARRA. You absolutely dominated this one. Helps you claw back a little bit of ground on Sean there.
Yeah, I think I kind of needed to win this one. It kind of reminds me of last season where the same thing happened. I had a really bad race at Crandon, and then pulled to win the road course. So reminds me a little bit of last season. So hopefully we can reciprocate the other results.
Absolutely, and obviously it's a bit early to think about that, but how difficult do you think of a task is it going to be to defend the championship crown with all the different track types we're going to this season?
I think it's going to be tough, especially considering I don't know how many rounds of throughout August I can make. I got a few real life races coming up, and so unless I can find a sim or do a makeshift one, I'm not sure whether I can defend my title. We'll see.
Interesting breaking news right there.
I would have kept that to yourself, but that's all right.
Yeah, but hey, great night of racing from you. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out you guys in the booth and Matt for popping this up. Everyone for running tonight. Shout out Bennett Racing and TG Power Sports, and shout out to Zach for running again as well.
Thanks, mate.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Tom, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yep, hopefully. Cheers, James.
Alright, there's our race 2 winner, Tom Mahemius, and how about it, Zach? I've already talked to these two once, so how about you take it away?
Mr. Sean Winkler, how we doing tonight?
Hey, Zach, great. How are you? Long time no see. Oh, whoops.
Awesome.
Hang on here.
Yeah, we got to see each other a little bit there in race 1. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see too
that
much
was
in race
fun.
2, but I was here on the broadcast when you pulled up there for a P2 finish. Why don't you walk us through that race 2 there at NAVARRA?
Yeah, for sure. Didn't do my best qualifying, but P3, so only had a couple spots to move. Looked like at the beginning, I think Sebrin and Joey might have got into each other there, and it was kind of calamity up there in turn 1, and I got hit and lost some spots, and Ray got in front of me, and so I had to get around him, and then I had to chase down Ant. That was super tough because Ant's really fast, so it's always a challenge to chase him down, but I think I found a couple tents and a couple corners and able to reel him in, and had to make a pass before the time ran out, got it done, and he was coming back, so I had to hold on to the finish, and happy to get this P2 here. Congrats to Tom on the win. He walked away with it. I couldn't really reel him in.
Yeah, awesome job out there. I know, like you mentioned, Ant was on fire tonight. He had a great run at Crandon, and he's pretty fast here at this little short NAVARRA circuit. So, did you have any damage? You mentioned you got in that scuffle at the beginning there. You might have got hit a little bit. Did you have any damage on the truck?
I probably had some left rear damage, but I didn't get a wheel damage call, and I couldn't really feel anything, and my hood was straight, so that's really all that matters. You can lose a fender here and there and take a little damage, but the hood was clean, and I almost got into the back of Ant towards the end in turn 4. I got on the brakes hard, locked him up, and almost just nosed it right on his tail there, but able to keep it clean, and yeah, truck was okay overall. Yeah,
you said it. Keep it clean, because that's a great job at that tonight. Because all it took was a little bit of front damage, and some of these trucks were like boat anchors on the straightaways. So great job keeping the truck clean, and yeah, awesome job overall tonight. Took a win and took a P2 there. So why don't you go ahead and give us some shout outs and anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Just want to, again, thank Racecraft Academy for keeping me fast, and Real Broker, Next Level Racing, and Pimax VR for the great graphics here. Obviously, you guys for putting this on, and Matt for putting on another amazing league. This is going to be a fun one. Can't wait to run it. And everyone watching at home, thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Hopefully you had a good show and enjoyed it. I'm going to watch this one back. I'm excited to see how it all went down. And thanks again, everybody, for making this possible.
Awesome. Good talking to you, Sean. We're glad to have you back from our season of the Pro Truck action here. And we'll hopefully talk to you next week.
Looking forward to it. See you, Zach.
How about it, James?
Fast instead of the full 16, which...
Got Mr. Ant Maperson here. How we doing, Ant Maperson? Finished P3 in race 2 there.
Hello. Yep. stuck to the plan and it paid off.
What was the plan? Walk us through that.
The plan was to be back here in 15 minutes.
Hey, you did a good job of that. That's awesome. Great to hear that. So, talk about how you kept this truck clean, because we saw there was some action up there in turn one. Unfortunately, I was actually in the race a little further back than I wanted, so I didn't get to see it. What did you see from your angle of what happened there in turn one at the beginning of the race?
I saw my mirror in the middle of turn 2 that there was a massive gap between me and Sean, and wasn't quite sure what happened until I saw the replay, and that just looked a bit messy.
Yeah, that's good you stayed in front of it, because that's like I was talking to Sean Winkler just before this. A lot of trucks had some damage, and it makes a big difference on the straightaway, especially if you got front damage early on like that. So, great job keeping the truck clean up there. How do you think you did in your qualifying effort there? Did you get all of it, or do you think you left a little bit on the table?
A bit conservative through the first sector because the off tracks just sneak up on you really quickly. So probably backed off a bit there to play it safe, and that paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. You still got a great result anyway. It's tough to go up there and compete with 007 anyway, so I think you had the best strategy there for that one. Well, you had a great performance in race 1 there earlier too. Why don't you give us any shout outs? Anybody want to thank for your performance tonight?
Same as before, really. So you guys, Matt and Sean, this race, I just couldn't figure out the hairpin, so it was able to gain for me in that. And there was a little bit of argy-bargy when, well, he got by me clean, and then I didn't want that to be the case, so I tried to get back around him a bit. It was a bit rough, but we both got away with it.
Always fun out there, isn't it? Good to see you around for another Pro Truck season, Ant. Hopefully we talk to you next week. Good luck.
Yeah, look forward to that. I'll see you later.
All right, James.
Yep, I believe that just about does it. What are your closing thoughts on a heck of an opening week there?
I was trying to think of something different than what I said a lot last season, but it's kind of the same thing. The schedule's really what it's exciting. It's going to bring a good crowd of racers out here. We go from Crandon, the basically the holy mecca of off-road racing there. Everybody wants to go there and get a win. And you come to this cool little track here at NAVARRA, a little road course, and we got the calendar up here. We got the schedule up on the screen. It's we got Wild West and Darlington next week. I mean, how different can you get there? The schedule, I think, is what excites me the most, and it gave us some really good action tonight.
Absolutely. But with that, it's time for us to get the heck on out of here. For my broadcast partners, Zach Amsbacher and Rob Campbell, I'm James Watson, bidding you adieu till next time. Good night, everyone.